Hello, this is Matti again after a short while without releasing any new videos. I thought that this time I would like to make a vlog and share a little bit about this guitar, and first a little history. I'm gonna put in some timestamps so you can skip this stuff if you're like only want to hear some of the sound it makes. But for the rest of you who want to stick around, back in 2004 I was doing an international traineeship in Germany, in Stuttgart, and when I went there I packed my Telecaster with me. I actually removed the neck and put the body and the neck and the parts in a suitcase with all of my clothes that I took with me and reassembled back in Stuttgart, and that's the way I transported it there. It seemed easiest that way. I spent the 6 months there, and quite quickly I noticed that it isn't much fun playing just an electric without any amplification. So what I did was I went to the local store and tested out some cheap acoustics, and I ended up buying like an Epiphone model. I don't remember exactly the model, but it was really good for the price. I think it was less than 200 euros. I ended up playing really lot of that stuff, and I got really connected with playing acoustic, and I started singing much more than I used to. I started writing some of my own songs, and when I came back I decided that okay, this is getting a little bit more serious hobby with the acoustic, so I wanted to perhaps invest in some kind of more quality or higher level instrument. So I went to the local store here in Oulu, and I started testing out basically all of the acoustic guitars they had within my budget, which was like, I don't know, maybe somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 euros. Those were about the limits, but I was prepared maybe to spend a little bit more if I got something really nice. But anyway, I tested out this guitar, and this was back in 2006. So actually a couple of years after I returned from Germany. Anyway, so this was maybe 2006, 2007. I'm not completely sure because I don't remember. This is, well, based on the serial number, this has been built in 2006. And it's a K.Yairi. I don't know how to pronounce the name properly. It's a brand associated with Alvarez guitars. I think it's being sold as Alvarez in the States side and K.Yairi in some other countries. It's a Japanese company, I think. Does it say? It's made in Japan. So yeah, I think it's some kind of artist model. I'm not completely sure. This is the WY1BK, and BK I think stand for black. And I really like this sound that it has, kind of really bright instant attack. Like. What's that chord? Pretty funky sounding. Yeah, it's even the bright sound is even more accentuated by the fact that it has now a set of 10s. I'm planning to switch them back into a little bit more heavy gauge string, but it's pretty funny to be able to do stuff like. I don't know about you, but at least me, I can't do that on my 13s that I usually put in my acoustics. But you can do interesting stuff like that. Actually, one of the biggest influences back in those days was a Finnish artist called Tuomari Nurmio, and people from abroad probably don't know him, but he's in a way like a Finnish Tom Waits. Not that he sounds anything like Tom Waits, but he writes like weird, ingenious lyrics and plays kind of more artistic singer-songwriter stuff. Really different stuff, and he's actually one of my favorite guitarists around. He has a really unique playing style, and he released an album called Luuta ja Nahkaa, which translates to Skin and Bones, where he does like everything with an acoustic and voice. I think they are probably live performances too. And he's playing this battered up jerry can guitar, like custom built. It's really interesting stuff. One of the songs, for example, is about a couple of Finnish famous criminals called Rannanjärvi elää. That's the name of the song, not the people. But the song goes, or the rhythm goes a little bit like this. So very rootsy and kind of vibey stuff, and so when I started writing some of my own songs, I kind of in retrospect noticed that I took too much influence from that source alone. I wrote stuff with really terrible lyrics, but some guitar stuff like messing around a little bit there, but you get the idea. A little bit later I started maybe learning some cover songs that I could do and perform with an acoustic set, stuff like Stevie Ray Vaughan's maybe some Stray Cats. And after doing a little bit of that, I started writing a little bit different songs. Switched the language from Finnish to English because it seems that it's a little bit easier to accept that the lyrics are poor. Not that it goes easier in English in other ways, but because I'm not a native speaker, I'm not too my ear is not too critical or self-critical about the nonsense that I put out. I wrote stuff. I think one of the favorite songs I did was a song called Love You More Than Train Traveling, which was stuff. It was basically a sentence that I said to someone, and I decided that, hey, that sounds like a song title, and it went a little bit like this. I've been riding this race for so long, can't remember since when I've been gone. It's so easy getting on a sidetrack. A lot of it trying to find the way back. Well, I don't remember much more. I don't know why I stopped writing, but I did. It seems that kind of the well ran dry after a couple of songs, but I'm still trying to find some new water in the well. But this guitar has kind of been a really good friend over the years. I've spent hundreds and hundreds of hours of playing and singing, and it's always accompanied me when I asked it to. And I did some really fun stuff like playing with my friends at work related party. We played, like, I played this guitar and sang, and my other colleague was playing a cithern, which is like a historical instrument that isn't really commonplace nowadays, but it's pretty interesting. He did an awesome job playing it, and another colleague played the Irish flute, also great stuff. And I used this guitar when I was going to singing lessons. I accompanied myself while doing that stuff. Like, I asked the vocal coach how to sing songs like. I'm a wheel, I know I can feel. You'll never stop me turning. I'm the sun, I know I can run, and you'll never stop me turning. Go now with fire, turning higher. Someone screaming my name. Come and make me holy again. I'm the man on the silver mountain. I'm the man on the silver mountain. Stuff like that. I really like this guitar a lot. Even though I think last year I bought a really nice acoustic that's featured in a couple of videos. Maybe I'll show it a little bit later, but the store owner said that you're gonna throw your old acoustic to the bin because it sounds like a pot of plastic bucket. but it really doesn't. Yeah, even though it isn't full and nice in the way that the Martin is, there's something here that really connects with me. just the way it sounds like and responds to my attack and dynamics like. Maybe if I do. It has like a nice ring when I do that. Colors begin to fade, imitations start to fade, and the Iron Man begins to rise. See them melt into the setting sun. Be a savior now, dragon or machine, who will bear a crown of thorns, Mother Nature's dream. Who's the one who claimed my liberty, robbed my soul of freedom? Who's the one who denied my eyes to see truth behind of all time? Who's the one who claimed my liberty, robbed my soul of freedom? How long must I put up with the unholy sound of your gun? Tell me, brother. I messed up the lyrics quite badly. Complete like random shuffle of every line that in that song. Anyway, you get the idea. It's a nice guitar. It's easy to play. Like here's an F chord. Those bar chords are easy to get everything to ring out. And I can wrap my thumb around the neck like. It's easy to play stuff like Bauhaus's Spy in the Cap. Hidden in the dashboard, the unseen mechanized eye under surveillance. Road is full of cat's eyes, sick functions of pride. Spy in the cab, spy in the cab. I guess that's enough about this guitar. Some sounds, not just jabbering around. Anyway, maybe I'll get to kind of comparison between this and the Martin. Who knows if that makes sense. But it's time to close this video now. So thanks for everyone for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.